Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception, but this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. This crowd here fired up for football. Tucker McCann's got it set up and ready to go. And off we go from Nashville. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
I'm going back to you.
Steps away to his left. And his first look is incomplete. This defense for the Packers, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. On now is the Titans punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Off the play fake. Rodgers flushed out right. And this is taking him one-handed. What a catch.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer. But you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. On first down, Rodgers. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
So
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
29 is a Mike. Mike 29.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Harold Landry, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Check 31. Check 31. 26. 29 is Mike 29. Boom, boom. Remember me? You remember me? Let's go.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers under pressure, and they got to him again. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
May hear a few words from his head coach on that decision. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the out. 40's Mike. Hey. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike 40. Check. He's coming.
Tannehill. His throw incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
There you go. Mike 40. Where we at? Hip. 40's the Mike. Here we go. Mike, go.
Now Tannehill.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Returnable here from the 38. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Check 30. Get that ball. Out. Get 300. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 29. Mike 29. Hey, here we go. Watch me.
Rodgers now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Kadarius Toney with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Mike 29. Guys, stay. Hey, check 26. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Watch the safety.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
26.
They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. McCann's got it teed up. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now a 2nd down and 6.
Mike 40. Check pass, check pass. Block. Check Mike 40. Check Mike 40.
Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. You got tight right there. Hey, Mike. 29 is a Mike. Mike, box it. Snap. We ain't begin.
To throw, it's Rodgers. He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 37. Check 37. 29.
Now it's Rodgers.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Brashad Perriman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now 21-7. McCann's got it teed up. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Rashawn Gary has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Play action. It's Tannehill. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. McCann's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Off play action, Tannehill. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The Titans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Packer pressure, and down he goes. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. On now is the Titans punter, standing just about on his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Check 9. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Keep playing hard.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Liz. Here we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. He's scared. Here we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Who that?
On play action, Rodgers. Flush to his right. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Mike 37. It's a party now. Hey, 88.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
Check 3. Hey, watch edge. Check nickel.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Packers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. McCann's got it teed up. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. 3 down. Hey, we got Mike 10 right here, guys. Mike 10.
Now it's Tannehill. Throwing right, and that's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. This will go to Henry out wide. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Oh, here we go. 17, guys. Check him out. He's going to sit right over the middle. Watch the middle. Single receiver. Run. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single.
To the air again, Tannehill. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Hey, that QB's trash. Hey. Tens of Mike.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. Check down here for Henry. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike 10. Coming to you.
Here's Tannehill.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
He finds his man complete. It's Grant. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
We're going 37's to Mike. Mike, look again.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Let's go. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, we got 3 down. 50. Who got 17? Hey, 88.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. 26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm
eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Second down at 7.
Right. Here we go, D. Get off the field. 40.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill.
Watch the screen.
And right side, Henry's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
3 down.
Tannehill able to find Henry out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. Mike's 40. Bandit. Hurry.
On first down, Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Right.
On first down, Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. Touchdown! Derrick Henry with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. Flush to his right. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Tight end left. 3 down.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Play. Mike 4. Watch the slants. Mike 4. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming.
From the 24, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Mike 4. They're going to need some therapy after this. Mike 4.
They snap it to Tannehill. That's to his running back, complete. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
The carry here for the big tight end. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Rodgers' throw into the hands of Kirk. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Here's second and a yard. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
29 is the Mike 29. We own it.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. He'll air this one out for Kirk. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Kirk hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's second and 9.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Zero. Check Mike 40. I don't think you got it, son. Mike's 40. Let's get it together, defense.
Now Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Don't get nervous.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
40's Mike. I got wide.
Throwing again is Tannehill.
I'm here all day.
Dancing to his left. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. Fourth quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good.
We want it. Come on. Hatch it. Switch. Watch the twist. Check 99.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Kill. And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37. Hey, I'm coming after you.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. McCann's got it teed up. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he's got his target, Harris. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Tannehill. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique, and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
Now left side on the swing pass. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Mike 10. Mike 10. Mike 10. And what?
Tannehill to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Now Tannehill. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it with Henry. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a two-score game.
And two, doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately, that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
SOS.
Rodgers throwing here. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-one.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down.
All day. Check 26. Run. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. You ain't doing nothing today.
Rodgers now to throw. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Here now, Johnny Townsend. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. A big offensive offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Packers, they move to a sparkling 15-1 with one game still to go in the regular season. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out